Okay everyone, so here we are again, another week, another video. For this video I'm going to scrap out a satellite box, or what we call them here in Ireland is a Sky box. That's our providers of satellite TV, and these are the boxes that are supplied to the houses, but now they have changed them to a new version, and there's a lot of these older versions going around. I may have already done a video on this going back a while, maybe over a year ago. So for all the new subscribers that I've got in the last year, I said I decided to do it again because it saves them having to go all the way back to locate the video or whatever. So I said I'd do a newer video version, and maybe this time we might find something different or whatever. So if I locate where I've done that older video, I'll put a link at the end of this video for anyone to watch it and see, do we find anything different, or was this the exact same stuff inside of this box as there was in the other box. So this is a HD box, and it's called a plus box, so that means there should be a hard drive inside of this box. So first off, I'm going to just remove all the screws. So I'm going to just pause it again as I normally do when I do remove the screws, because most people are well capable of taking out screws from e-waste. So I'm just going to pause there and we'll come back when I've removed all these screws that you can see around here. Just a quick look at the back just to see a few things on it while we're here. So we should have some little gold connectors inside of this, some gold flashing inside of here, again the same here, and even here these could be gold plated pins inside of that. That's about it really on the box itself. Again, on the front of the box, it's nothing special. As you can see, this one has been thrown out, so there's a lot of dirt or whatever on it. So just manky is the word for it. So we'll just take it apart and we'll take off the cover and we'll see what's inside. So we'll pause it there and we'll come back in a minute once I've taken it off. Okay, so we're back now after removing all the visible screws I could see. So we just have a few little clips here, so we'll just pull them clips up and hopefully we can slide this cover off. But some things never go as they should. So maybe this top cover has to come off first on this one. I see a screw down here that needs to be got from the inside, another one here. So the cover should technically come off. And we've actually got one of the viewing cards inside of this where we have a little bit of a gold flashing. So that's a nice little find that the viewing card was still left here. So we have our little gold flashing on that, so that can go in with my SIM cards. There we go. There's always a screw hidden somewhere. So hopefully that should maybe let us slide a bit better. So again, we just go to the okay, so we have a few more screws. So again, that's just, I presume, just holding the fan in place. And another one underneath here. So again, I'm just scrapping this, so I'm not too concerned about breaking bits off or anything like that, because everything will be coming off eventually. So whenever I come across a screw, I just remove them. So here we have some hidden screws that I missed. So there's two here, one here and one here that I need to remove. So I just pause it there while I get some longer screwdrivers for this part of the job. Okay, so I've got one of the screws removed on this side. The other one is not going to remove because the head is rounded on it. So I'm just going to have to smash that part when I come to it to get it out. So this has a lot of little clips holding it in place. So this I think was a lot tougher as we're going already than the last one I done. This one seems to have a lot more screws hidden, or maybe I was better at removing the screws back then, and now I just don't bother. So we need to pry this open, so we'll just use this little snips, this tin snips, to try and manoeuvre underneath there. And then we'll take it back here as well. I'm just going to use the little snips to actually cut below the screw, so that should release it, which it did. And again we have a little clip back here that needs to be removed. That's that. So this one does not want to give up without a fight. Another little clip here. So I can see a screw in underneath here, and possibly another screw over there, but we don't need to do that, do we? Yes, we do. So there we go. We have the frame finally freed. So this is the actual casing itself. So on the outside of the board, nothing special. We'll have a few switches which should have silver contacts in them. So again, we'll just remove that, and we'll remove this one if I can get them up and see where the clips are. Actually, the top board as well has some contacts which should have silver contacts inside of them. We'll just trim this ribbon that's holding the bolt together. And we have, yes, we have a few little connectors here that are holding on the board, so again we just have to twist them to release the board. So we have that bit of board removed. So again, that just has our little contacts. So inside that should be little silver contacts usually inside them. Sometimes you might get a bit lucky and be a gold contact, but most times it's just a little silver contact inside of there. So again, we just need to remove these clips here. And do we have a third one anywhere? No. So down here in this corner we have another one. They're just little twist metals that they twist after they insert the board, so it saves having to put screws in. And there's one more somewhere down here. So a little IC chip on the back, and that's about it on that board. A little IC chip and the silver contact, so there's not much to that one. So we'll have a look at the casing now and see how this is held in place. So again, we have some screws here along the back, so I'll remove them. As I say, whenever I see screws, they may not need to be removed at this stage, but if you see them, just remove them. It'll save having to do them later anyhow, coming back to it. So we'll just Okay, so it seems to be clips that are holding all this in. So if we remove the clips from the back, and then we'll have to do a little bit of turning of the clip here as well. And another one on this side. So that's removed the top casing, which is just metal. So we can get a look inside at the boards. So we'll just do a quick zoom in there. So zoom out a small bit. So looking at this here, we have some gold pins. We have crystal oscillator. We have a heatsink, which hopefully will have a VG8 gold cap under it or similar, but then again there's no guarantee it will. So just remove the clips from it. So we'll just remove what wiring I can see around it. So I got some plugs. Another plug down here. And some more ribbon. Another one here. So zoom back out so we can see what's happening exactly. So I'm just removing any of the visible wires that I can see at the moment. So hopefully it'll give me better access when I want to go into it now in a second. So this is just a closer look at the board, so we can see some IC chips. We've got a little bit of copper, we've got the gold pins. As I was saying, these are long home pins that go all the way to the bottom, to the second board, which is underneath. We have hopefully the hard drive, which looks like here. Some more copper over here. And that's really kind of it. So we need to loosen another screw back here. Another small screw here. So again, plenty of screws. Now we also need to get this loosened here, these little nuttings or screws. That's one off, and we'll get the second one just to turn a little bit. Once we get it turning, it'll remove by hand. Okay, I think that's more or less them all out. We should, oops, sorry about that. Again, we have a few here that needs to be removed, the bottom. So again, there's some little nuts here that are tightened on, so I just need to see if I can get them to move. So that's one. But the second one is a bit more stubborn. So again, we'll just see if I can do it with this, just to get a little bit of a turn on it. If not, I'll have to go and get an actual spanner for it. So this is where you should have all the proper tools ready when you're doing these videos. So give me a second, I'll just get a proper spanner for removing that. Okay, so we've got something that should hopefully get us going. Okay, so we just remove the washer, so we're holding that in place. We'd have a quick look at the board, see if there's any screws. Doesn't seem to be any screws holding it in, so the main thing now would be these holding it to the bottom board. So what I might try and do first is try and get the heatsink off and see what's under it. So there we go, heatsink off with our little paste. We have a chip which isn't a gold covered capped BGA by the looks of it. It's got a little bit of aluminium over it, but it doesn't look like it's gold capped. No, it's not. So a bit of a disappointment that that's not a gold capped BGA, but sure, we can't have it every time. So the next thing I'm going to have to try and do is to get into this is going to be have to remove this front cover. So that I can get access to cut the pins to release the top board from it by the looks of it, because they seem to be together. I know I can hear people shouting at me, use a hammer, break it with a hammer. Ian Matthews, thinking of you. So anything that I think might be holding it, I'm going to just try and have removed to make it easier to get this off in a second. So we'll just see, can we pry this away from which I'm not doing a great job of. So this is the struggles of a scrapper for all those people who think it's just a matter of taking something apart and that's it. Just get another screwdriver that I need. It's not that easy. I've come across a lot of this going on. But for the videos, I don't bother smashing it open. If I wasn't doing a video, I just smash that open now. Instead of that, we go through the long way of doing it. I wonder, the last video I done this was the struggle as much. I'll have to watch that video back myself and see what sort of a struggle, what sort of a fight it put up. Can't remember it being this tough. So here we are, at least we got that bit off, so I don't need to cut them pins either, they just slide out. So we have a screw over this side. So there we go, one board removed. Well, not quite removed. Okay, so finally we get a bit of access to it. So looking at this, this was just, there was little gold connectors along here, very thin, so I'm presuming that if I pull that plastic off, there should be little gold pins there. If we can remove the plastic without smashing it all. Let's just see if we can. So there we go. When I remove the plastic, we see the gold pins. Some little nice gold connectors where the main pins from the other board went through and made contact with these. IC chips, crystal oscillator. That's mainly it. Some gold pins here. Some nice little gold connectors. We can get a better look at them. Probably can't because of the light. But you can see there's little gold connectors here. And that's kind of it. The IC chips are the main thing on there. On the back of the board, a line of MLCCs, then smaller MLCCs all over the board, so you can see them all along here. So that's it for that board. Some nice MLCCs here. So it's MLCCs, some gold pins and crystal oscillators mainly. So we have some more screws to take out on this bottom one. Talk among yourselves there while we're doing this. Okay, so the back of the board first this time. Nothing. Nada. Not a thing. So here we go. Nice gold pins. So if I just cut one for us to have a look at, we might get a nicer look at it. Okay, and there we go. So nice long gold plated pin, or gold flashed, whatever way you want to call it. So that'll go in with my gold plated pins. So we have a lot of them on that board. We have a line of them here. As you can see them all along here. Copper. So they're going with my copper bearing stuff. Another copper hopefully inside of here. IC chip. Another IC chip down here. Some MOSFETs which will have a bit of copper in them usually. Oh, sorry, a bit of MOSFET. Copper in them usually. Same here again. And that's it for that board. So not a great board. A few IC chips, crystals. I see 2 crystal oscillators here. You'll always see stuff if you look long enough at the board that you missed the first time you looked. But there's always a few things. I don't see any real MLCCs on this part of the board. And just check the back again in case I missed any. And no. Okay. So we're on to our hard drive, which is what I was looking for. So we have some screws holding the hard drive in here. So the hard drive, the main components I'll be looking at taking off the hard drive is the aluminium. The casing will be an aluminium case usually. We'd have a board and pins is the other 2 items I take off. I hold on to the platters as well, but I haven't done anything with them, as in recycling them or anything like that. So there we go. Again, take off the connectors. So 1 plug off, 2 plugs off. So that'll just go into copper wire, that stuff I threw away. We have our little gold pins here. And our little logic board. So I just need to get another screwdriver to take off the logic board. So this is what you get when you don't prepare. You start the video and think you had everything at hand, but you don't, because I'd usually have all these tools in the shed where I'd be not making my videos. I make the videos indoors if I can, to stop noise and weather, stuff like that. So I'd usually take these apart if I wasn't doing a video out in the shed, so I'd have all the tools out there. So sometimes I come in and I don't have all the tools with me that I need for doing the video. So this is the little logic board that will be on the hard drive. So I've done a video on where I've taken hard drives apart, I'd say. So if I have, there should be a link appearing up there any second now. So there's your link. Check it out. And one more here. And this video is dragging on longer than I wanted. But hey, what the hell. And we have something stopping me from removing the logic board, which will be a screw that I missed. Goddamn screws. Now, logic board removed. I won't do anything else with that hard drive because that's just, you'll see it in the video. So I just wanted to remove the logic board. So again, the gold connectors are the main thing I'll be looking at here, and the IC chips. That seems to be it. If anyone knows anything about these little connectors, because these little connectors I do not know what they are. If anyone knows what they are, they feel magnetic. When you touch them, it seems to stick. MLCCs, and that is it on the board. So that's it for this video of scrapping out a skybox to see what gold material I can get in it. So please make a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. I hope to be doing a few more maybe live videos where just a panel chat with other scrappers, and just talking regarding scrapping, value of stuff and that. I'm working on a little studio room at the moment in the house so that I can do it properly. So I just need to get a bit of equipment set up and stuff like that, make sure that I've got good Wi-Fi, all that carry on. My times will be a bit awkward for people in America, sorry about that, but it's just the way it is. So this is I'll keep you up on information as I come closer to doing that. So in the meantime, check out a few other scrappers out there, guys. I've put down, if you look on my homepage there, I have links to other scrappers such as Ian Matthews, who's been sending a few subscribers my way. So Ian, appreciate that, thanks for that. There's a group of Irish scrappers there called Flipping Irish. Check out theirs, check out their videos. So I've links over there on the homepage. You'll see to my recommended channels. So check out some of them, subscribe if you like what you think, leave a message that I've sent you over. So they know that it's not just all one way, that they're sending people my way, but I'm not sending anyone back their way. So hopefully they'll get a few subscribers more. There's another Irish subscriber there called Pop Scrap. Check out a few of his videos if you'd like to see stuff being torn down for brass, copper, aluminium, all that. He does a little bit of gold as well. So I'm more into the gold for the videos, but I also do the rest of the stuff as well, the copper, the aluminium, the brass. So hopefully in future videos you'll see some of them videos coming as well. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for taking the time. Till the next time, keep on looking for that gold, guys.